Hi everyone, welcome to our first video of 2020 for our YouTube collaboration hop. And this one we are calling For the Love of Crafting and Sharing, and a few different reasons we're calling it that. The main reason is we wanted to invite a lot more YouTubers. So we have more people joining us this year, so please check the links below and follow to all the videos that they are going to be making. Last year we did monthly celebrations, so every month we did a layout on what we celebrated, and this year we wanted to change that up a little bit and do something different every month. So every month this year is going to have something a little bit different to it, so I'm very excited about that. This month is basically Express Yourself. So it's kind of a way for you guys to get to know us as scrapbookers, you know, and everybody, so since it's the first video of the year. And I think this is quite possibly going to be the first video up of my channel this year. I want to say thank you to anybody who's not new here, who's been following me for a while. I have been basically missing in action all of December. Some of you know there was just some family issues going on. Everything's fine. Everything's kind of getting back to normal now, and so this was actually, I think I scrapbooked this last Saturday. I don't know, it was maybe the 9th of January, and I was so happy to be back into scrapbooking. I don't think I'd done any scrapbooking since maybe the end of, oh no, it had to have been the 1st of December, around the 1st of December, because I know I did my monthly celebration video for December, but that was about it. And I had so much fun doing this. And then of course I went and cleaned my craft room again, or I started to reorganize some things. And so now it's a holy terror mess in there. So I need to get that finished up so I can get back to more videos. I do apologize. Oh, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to interrupt real quick here because I had a really, really scary moment. You're going to see. I am following a sketch by Scrapbook and Cards Today magazine. I am taking their class again, where you get a sketch in your email every month. And I was punching out this paper and it got stuck. And I thought my punch was broken because there was a part where my husband, it's funny because he was actually standing right there. And you know the little blue part of the back of that punch that kind of holds it closed? It like snapped weird. And I actually found a little tiny piece of something silver, which I think was part of the punch, on my cutter. I have it fixed now. I turned the video off and my husband's like, "Are you going to edit that part out?" And I'm like, "Yeah, no, probably not." But oh my gosh, I thought my punch was broken. And you guys know, if you have these punches or if you've been looking for these punch, this is a rare punch. I don't know why they don't start making them again, or maybe they do and I just don't know about it, but I thought it was broken and I was going to be devastated. But I'm following a sketch by Scrapbook and Cards Today, so the January sketch, and I love how this layout came out. So let's get back to the Express Yourself. I'm doing this layout. I'm using Doodlebug supplies. So if you are new to my channel, I love Doodlebug. If you've been a follower for a while, then you already know I love Doodlebug. A lot of my layouts are by Doodlebug. It's that fun, whimsy, playful color. I love the colors. I love the animals. I love everything about Doodlebug. And I don't always do double pages. I do a lot of double pages, but I love to do single pages as well. So that's another thing you might want to know about me. And I love following sketches. Almost every time I do a layout, I am following some kind of sketch or some type of inspiration. I'm pretty big on that part. But I just love the way that they turn out. And I use lots of photos a lot of times. If I do a single page, usually there's less photos, but you know, I sometimes do a single page with multiple photos, you know, 4 or 5 or 6 photos. So it just depends on my mood and what I want to scrap and what I have as far as supplies go. So now, like I said, I am following the sketch by Scrapbook and Cards Today magazine. So if you don't know about them, if you're new to my channel, they have classes, which I think their classes are worth it. First of all, you get a class. So this one I'm taking, it's a layout basically every month in your email, you get an email saying, hey, the class is ready, and you go and you get a double page sketch that's exclusive to the class. And then they have a designer, a special designer every month. To be completely honest, I don't read all this stuff. I just do it for the sketch. And they take the double page sketch and they make a single page layout from it, which I usually forget to do. I need to try to remember to do the single page as well. But so it's kind of like you get two sketches almost. So one's a sketch, one's a layout, but it's a lot of inspiration and it's so neat. And you also get to join a Facebook group where everybody can upload their creations for the month if they want to do it. And then you get even more inspiration from those sketches, and it's a lot of fun. You can win prizes as well. Sometimes I play along. I think I've really only added my layout one time to the Facebook page in time to even be entered for a prize, but honestly I just do it because I love the sketches. So Scrapbook Generation is another place where I absolutely love their sketches. I will forever love their sketches. Oh, and also with the Scrapbook and Cards Today magazine, you do get a coupon code. So because I took the class last year, I got a coupon code to get the class even cheaper this year. And I don't know how much, it was around $20, but with everything that you get from it, you also get a coupon code for, I believe, scrapbook.com. That's what they did last year. I don't know if they do another place or if they're doing a different place this year. I haven't honestly looked, but it's really great too, because not only do you get the class, you get the bonus coupon. So it pays for itself after a while. So now I'm just mounting. The layout did call for a background, like I mounted this one. And at first I was not going to gut this paper, but I thought, you know what, I'm going to gut this paper. And actually I'm glad I did, because in my next layout that is coming out, you will see that I'm going to actually use, or I think I use, maybe I can't remember. Maybe I won't say that because I can't remember now, but here's a little trick. If you gut paper, I don't like to gut paper when I am doing a double page and I have to butt it to the side, because I guess I could have cut it out of just the middle, but it makes it kind of, I don't know, it makes it really hard to get it straight. So what I do is I take a little bit of removable adhesive, and I use the Tombo roller dot adhesive that's removable, and I glue it to my mat, the background piece. So the blue piece is now temporarily just gently glued to the mat, and I kind of line it up with the grid, and then I will put my Scrappy Tape, which if you've been following me for a while, you know that I use Scrappy Tape when I mount my layouts, because I like to do one side at a time, and that way if I use an ATG gun adhesive or any other adhesive when I'm trying to glue my layout down on the mat of it, I will get it crooked. It will come out totally crooked. And so I've learned that if I use Scrappy Tape on all four sides, I can just remove the backing of one side until I get it glued down, and then I can just gently pick up the back of the layout and remove the backing of all the other sides. And so it works out. It really helps to get your layouts really straight. So if you want to know more about that, if I didn't explain it well enough, let me know, and I can definitely explain it more for you. And also, while I had my layout glued down, I decided to just go ahead and glue on all the paper layers since it was stuck in place. And I accidentally added some adhesive on the wrong sides of these little pieces, and I didn't want to get rid of them, so that's what I was doing, was scraping those off. So I am going to take some washi tape. This is just really old washi tape that if you know me, if you've been following me for a while, I don't like washi tape. I love washi tape, to be honest. I think it's really neat, but it's too much. I remember Simple Stories used to come out with sheets of washi tape with their collections, and that was so neat. I loved those because you got all kinds of different designs and you only had a little bit of each one, not this huge 12 million mile roll of washi tape that you never get used up. So basically I got rid of almost all my washi tape, and I've kept some that I just use as tape, or for things like mounting the back of this layout. Actually, I gave away so much of my washi tape that I actually wish I would have saved more so that I can use it for things like that, but that's okay. So now you can see both my pages. I have glued everything down and I'm following the sketch really closely. I was looking at these 3x4 cards here because I thought maybe I would use one of those as a title. In the sketch, they have a little title area between these photos on the left-hand side and the photos that will be on the right-hand side page, where you can kind of see that gap there. But when I didn't find the 3x4 card, I'm going to admit I was a little worried because there's such a wide space there. Oh, I should have. Looking at it now, it would have been, I think it would have looked really cute had I mounted those two 4x6 photos on some kind of pattern paper for a border, but that's okay. I didn't do it, so I'm not going to worry about that. Now I'm just going to go ahead and place these photos down over on this side, and their sketch actually calls for some 4x6. But the photos that they called for to be 4x6 on their sketch were vertical and mine were horizontal. So I just cut my photos down to be 4x4 instead. So that's another thing about me is I definitely like to take my sketches and make them work for me. So if that is something that you enjoy, you know, please feel free to hit the subscribe and thumbs up button. That would be really great. And I want to say thank you to all of you who stuck in there with me. I know there's a bunch of comments that I have not replied to. Maybe I will try to get to some of those today if I have some time. November just was kind of, November and December was just kind of not a good month for me, but like I said, I was definitely happy to be back in my craft room. Also, I would love to know in the comments below if you would enjoy a craft room tour. I know some people like craft room tours and some people don't. So I don't want to make a craft room tour that's like, hey, look at me, look at what I have. But I like craft room tours to see all the different things and ways people have things stored. And I have a small craft room, so I thought maybe I would do that. I don't know. But let me know in the comments below if that is something that you like, or if you don't like it, let me know that too. So I'm going to go ahead, and since I couldn't find a 3x4 card, I'm going to use these labels that came from the die cut pack, and it's going to say Snow Fun. I could have done sledding or something generic, but I actually liked the Snow Fun. I thought, hey, it uses these up as well, and they are having fun in the snow, and it fits really well in that spot. So it fills in that gap a little bit and makes me a little less nervous about having that empty space there. So now I'm going to start with my embellishment clusters, and I did get some of these doodle pops. I don't always buy the doodle pops, but okay, look at these cute animals, you guys. I had to get these guys. They are just adorable. This little Yeti guy is really cute. So I played around with where to put him, and I am, for the most part, following the same kind of embellishment areas that they had on their sketch, so I'm kind of just going with it. And I'm going to use a doodle pop for each section of one of these cute animals. So there's the snowman on the very left hand side, which is a doodle pop, and I think he's just adorable the way he just looks like he's really excited looking up at the photos. So that's a really good way to bring your attention onto the page, is to have something looking at the photos. And then the Yeti guy, I did try him on the right hand side, but I kind of just really liked him in the middle here. I felt like he just was standing on the word snow really well. And then this really super cute polar bear, which again, he was looking, or he's kind of facing more, not really looking, but he's facing to the left, so he fit perfectly on the right hand side. And then part of the ephemera pack are these trees, so I decided to go ahead and I tried one of the trees behind, I think, the snowman first, and it just fit, so I went with it. We're not in some wild forest, we're just in our front yard. These pictures are actually from 2014, and I'm so excited to get some of these done. I'm going to talk about it maybe in another video, but I am changing a little bit how I store, not my photos, but if you've been following me for a while, you may know that with a lot of my collection kits, I used to store photos with my collection kits, you know, but I don't go to I did that a lot because I used to go to a lot of crops, and so that way I could just grab a few kits and be ready to go. However, I don't go to as many crops anymore. There just doesn't seem to be as many available. And also I just kind of was tired of searching for photos, and with my new photo organization. If you have not seen that video, then I will try to remember to leave a link below, but just go ahead and look for my photo organization video, which I am going to do kind of an update about. I had somebody request I do an update about it, but I love it. I love it. In fact, I just ordered a bunch of photos from Shutterfly, so I'm going to talk about that more in a video coming up. I am going to record a video of my goals for 2020. Scrappy goals anyway. I don't really have a whole lot of other goals. Well, you know what I mean. I do, but I don't. But for my scrappy goals, I had one recorded, but I forgot a few things and I just decided to redo it. Which brings me, I can't remember if I've mentioned in this video or not, but I cannot get my photos to upload from my phone to my computer. So I do apologize, because the end of this video there will not be any still shot photos, and I'm really sorry for that. I do stop, or at the very end you just see the whole entire layout, so if you need to, you could just pause and kind of look at it. But I don't know what is going on. It's been giving me troubles for a while now, but I am just, it's driving me nuts. And if you guys know me, I've mentioned before, computers don't like me. I don't like computers, and everybody who I know doesn't understand how I'm even able to make these videos. Same thing with me. I have no idea how I'm actually pulling this off, but luckily I don't record all my layouts on my phone, because I would not have any chance of getting this video up in time if I did. So, and look at this. Also, I'm using a banner. Yay! I put this banner here and I couldn't decide, but I finally decided just to go with it. It's going to use it up. It makes it, you know, it just gives it something else. It kind of helps draw you along the page. So, yeah, I loved it. I actually really like the way that it looks there, and I went ahead and glued everything else down. The clusters in this is pretty much going to be fairly simple. I am using, so on the Doodle Pops, you get like a bigger shape and then some other little smaller shapes. So I'm just looking at the shapes that came on the Doodle Pop sheets, which is basically snowflakes for all of them. I think the polar bear had hearts with him, which I decided not to use, but the snowflakes, I'm placing those around. Mainly I just didn't want to get them lost or anything like that. So I am going to play around a little bit more, because if you can see where I put that banner, the polar bear on the right hand side of the banner is kind of sitting on the end of the banner, so he makes it look like it's grounded. However, on the left hand side of the banner, it's just hanging there. But I will show you in just a couple minutes how I fix that. I am going to play around with a lot of different ephemera pieces. Right now I'm looking at the words on this sheet here that Doodlebug, it always comes with their collection pack. Sometimes I can use these stickers up fairly easy and sometimes I can't, but I decided just to add a couple of words around just to kind of help not just add more to the clusters, but to also bring some more of the colors around. So in the very right hand side I used a purple. You can see one of the word strips is purple, and I did that intentionally because I knew there was pinks and purples around the rest of the layout. The word snow is purple, and so I decided to add that there. Thinking about it now, I should have used, nope, never mind, that's something else. So what I did just now was I have 3x4 cards that I've kept over time. I don't have a lot. I don't usually keep rounded cornered 3x4 cards. They are not my favorite. I don't really care for them. But I did have, this was a Scraptastic one, and on the bottom it said Places We Go. And I didn't want that, obviously, so you might have seen I did try to cover it up with an ephemera piece, but I decided it was just a little too much. Oh, and also I'll have you, if you haven't noticed, I didn't ink any of the edges of this layout. If I were to have inked it, I would have used just a light dusting of black or a gray. Gray would have been really pretty, but to be honest, I don't miss the inking on this layout at all. So anyways, what I did with that journaling card is I just cut out the lines, and the lines are like the same kind of darkish tealish green, which isn't the same green as like the trees are, but it is fairly close to it or whatever. So I mean, on the layout, you don't even pay attention now that I cut off the places to go. I was pretty surprised at how well that places to go matched. But again, I just wanted that, and that's where my journaling is going to go. And so now I'm just kind of playing around with little stickers. I thought it would be cute to add something on the journaling box itself to kind of maybe add, I don't know, you can call it another cluster, but to be honest, I just wanted to use up these cute little animals because I added that little bunny there. The animals in this collection are just adorable, and I really like this owl. He's one of my favorite things from this collection, but again, I couldn't get him to work, and I'm going to play around a lot with that owl on both the layouts. But on this sticker sheet, I don't know if you can tell, but it is covered in snowflakes, these little tiny snowflake stickers, and I love it. It's a great way to bring color and snowflakes all around to each of your clusters. So, and here is where I fixed the banner. I just decided to go ahead and lift up the picture and tuck it underneath the picture, and that is done. So I believe this is the end of my layout. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to follow all the other links, and I will see you guys next month. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I will see you next time. All right, bye.